Claire here, and I'm not in the Pacific Northwest. I am in Mountain Time in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm at a really fun place called Gardener's Village, and I'm visiting with all the elves and doing some cute shopping. We came here to visit family for the holidays, and we're going to be going back home soon. So just wanted to give you a quick little update of what our week has looked like, and we'll get back to the effing around and gardening and cooking next week. So after a 12 to 13 hour drive, 14 or 15 if you have children, we ended up getting to Utah, but I thought I'd show you my favorite gas station because that's so important. This is some of the landscaping on the way up to my husband's cabin, or his family's cabin, and they wanted to show us it right now. Even though it's shut down for the winter, they have done some really beautiful updates on it, and we had to see all the things, especially just the view from up here is so beautiful. I love coming up here in the summertime because they have hummingbird feeders, and the birds love to come visit with us. This swing has entertained many children, and by many I mean probably my husband and his sister and the grandkids. They have a big collection of petrified wood and this giant hunk of pyrite, which is fool's gold, and more petrified wood that my husband's grandmother collected. She was a huge rock hound and would go digging for stuff. This is I want to say juniper berries that they make gin out of, and if I was ambitious I might make that a F around and find out project, but you know, I'm sober, so if I wasn't, I might try it. So the next adventure that we went on was to something apparently that was in a stone's throw away from their cabin, and it's this hot springs that you can literally swim in, and I feel like they've been holding out on me all these years. We had to climb up the top of the crater, and I got to have my very own Rocky Balboa moment. So we made it up with only one person falling down, so that's a win. And if you look closely, you can see people swimming in this hot springs, and it was so warm standing on this little bridge over top of the springs. We did not get to swim in it, but because we're nosy, we went in and asked if we could look and see what it looks like. And I am so excited for the next time we come to visit. I'm 100% putting on this must-do list because this looks so fun and warm and relaxing. Now that hunting season's over, this guy had no issue just hanging out in people's front yard. Isn't he pretty? And the day after Thanksgiving, we woke up to some snow as if it knows that now it is officially Christmas time. So we had to go do some Christmassy things while we're here and build some little tiny snowmen and touch all the snow. And Katana had to taste it. I don't know that she was impressed. And the point of going to this place is that they have all these teeny tiny little vignettes with elves doing random things like knitting or skiing or all sorts of cute stuff. Katana saw these shoes and she absolutely could not leave without them. So she was walking around like a fancy little elf all day. And of course, if there is a British phone booth, you know it's impossible for us to not be touristy and get in it. And then Katana got to try out one of those old-timey put the quarter in and ride this type of thing, which of course she loved. And then Connor got to do sort of the same thing with one of those little shooty games, and this one was really cute because it had all these things that like popped out and jumped up, and he did pretty good. He got like a score of 1,000 or something. And then here we are just playing in the snow and sitting on all the things when we get the opportunity to. And of course, Dad is a big target for all the snowballs from the kids. And then we ended that adventure, went home, took a little nap, and then we ended the evening going to Zoo Lights, which, as magical as it looks, it was not quite the magical occasion that I had pictured in my head. We should have probably just done one adventure that day, but overall it was pretty. And that wraps up our adventures for the week. We are almost home, but I'll get back to you guys next week when I do something actually productive and F around the kitchen and the garden and catch you up on all that. Y'all have a great week.